Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2 Kingdoms. Now, I failed my last run. I learned a lot. I tried to do a second run, and let's just say I failed I didn't technically fail the run. I could keep continuing, but I ended up losing most of my heroes due to 2 party wipes. One of which was I ended up going into a lair on day 2. I'll show it at the end of this video, near the end rather, and almost got the lair, and then it healed up a lot and I wasn't able to keep up with the healing once it dealt a death blow to me. And then I party wiped after that because I couldn't run. I had another party wipe on day 3 because death can appear when you have the flagellant. So, yeah, I didn't really want to continue that file with only 4 heroes, so I think I'm gonna make another file. So, of course, we have to do the Hunger of the Beast Clans module. That's the only one out.
Bestial horrors.
Now, I will be going over some things I learned and some things I noticed while editing that didn't really get talked about in any of my
as the land trembles to the drumbeat of
videos.
Refugees flock to the inns.
So, I don't think I really talked about this, but if you haven't noticed the difference between Last Stand, Ridgeline, and Convergence. Last Stand is the balanced game. Ridgelines is more difficult to get to any of your spots. It has more inns. It has the same amount of regions and has less camps, but as you can see, there's less points to travel in between, and Convergence is just smaller. It's basically the same map as Last Stand, but as you can see, they kind of take out this slot right here, which would be right here, and the spot right here, and then the 2 top ones, and then they just call it that, and then kind of redistribute inns where camps would be, and they take away 2 of the fast travel spots, which I didn't really use because I didn't understand how to use them, and I do understand now, but they are a little tricky. Now, I don't think I necessarily went over this. However, there is a day limit in this to complete the module. I was originally on Stygian. I'm going to go on normal just so I can try to beat the game because it is a little tricky and I kind of want to understand all mechanics now before I move up in difficulties. So in normal you get 60 days and Stygian, which I originally was trying to get 50 days to beat the game. Then escalation is when things step up a notch, which increases danger to the kingdom. I'm not sure if that necessarily increases the stats of all the monsters, but it definitely does ramp up some of the more difficult monsters it has. So that will hit on day 15 for escalation day 2, whereas on Stygian it would have happened on day 10, and on Blood Moon it hits on day 8. Then for normal escalation day 3, which is when things get its hardest, is on day 33. Stygian, it hits day 28, and Blood Moon, it's on 25. And then this last one is custom. Heroes in the Kingdom is always 12, and you can set that to 13, which is something I want to talk about in a little bit. On normal and radiant, its starting skills are standard, which you just get the starting core 5 skills. On Stygian and Blood Moon, you get a mystery set, which it says are curated to ensure they're useful. I actually preferred that, because on the second Kingdoms file that I'm not really showing too much of, I didn't like core stuff as much as I liked the random stuff I got as much, except for with a few very select heroes. And then, unless you're playing on Radiant, permadeath is a thing with all your heroes, in which case you just get a new hero on Radiant, and then with custom you can select respawn, which when a hero dies, that same hero spawns, which means you keep your same quirks, but some mastery and upgrades are lost. And then, depending upon difficulty, you can set how many inns you can lose. With normal, it's 5. Stygian, on which I was playing with before, you can only lose 4. So, like I said, we're going to do normal this time, just so I can hopefully get through the module.
The crossroads. A place between places.
Now, this is where I kind of want to point a few things out. So first of all, I pointed this out in a pinned comment on my first Kingdoms video, but just in case you didn't go back and check that, because I don't think many people are going to, Red Hook hot patched the Kingdoms mode. Before they hot patched it, that is, you couldn't use the Abomination in Kingdoms before using him in Confessions mode and getting every single Shrine of Reflection with him. Now, you don't need to do that. You can just use the Abomination right into Kingdoms mode as soon as you get him, so have fun. And little quick thing, I don't think I've shown this yet because the Confessions mode stuff for him that I'm doing is going to be going out on the weekends. I think this is going out on a Friday. Before you unlock him, all the Shrines of Reflection stuff, this is a shadow and now it appears. I kind of like that, how it kind of shrouds it in a shadow. So let's choose some cool looking stuff for him. I like this lock. And I like this color for his Abomination form. Now, the other thing I really want to know is, remember when it said that you get 12 heroes? Well, there's 15 heroes here. So you get to select 4 heroes that you for sure want in your setup. And then it selects 8 heroes at random for you, and then 3 heroes are not going to appear in the Kingdoms mode. For me, what that meant is, before I didn't have the Abomination unlocked, so the Abomination didn't appear for me, but then in my first run, the Leper wasn't there, and the Occultist wasn't there, so I didn't have access to them in that Kingdoms run. So make sure that you're not only picking a team that's workable for you, that you know that you can play with in that Kingdoms run, but also heroes that you for sure want to have in that Kingdoms run, because you don't know if you're going to get the Plague Doctor, you don't know if you're going to get the Vestal, you don't know if you're going to get the Abomination or the Crusader, so make sure you're picking a team that you want to have. So for me, I'm gonna
This vagrant is more dangerous
pick
than
a team that's been working really well for me. Because how this works is the Abomination, and I'll show his skills really quick. So this is the course that you get. He gets Manacles, Backlash, and Absolution in human form, Rake and Rage in Abomination form, or his transformation form. In this team, how I've been using him is Manacles pulls a target in, removes crit if they have crit, and combos them for the Leper, who then can just chop them and ignore his stealth, or his blind. And then if the Abomination is slower than the Leper for whatever reason, usually the Jester is faster than both of them, he can put a combo on first. Otherwise, he can use either Slice Off, it is Slice Off, yeah. Slice Off to either bleed and eventually put a Vuln on for the Leper, or use Encore, because he's going to be in Wanderer most of the time to get an extra action on both of them. And then Pair is my healer that also blights. So it works really, really well for me. So let's look at the quirks really quick. We have Unearring, which is worthless and bad digestion, which could be bad. Germophobic, which minus positive relationship chance and turn start blighted. Chance to stress out and lurker, so if flame less than 25. Plus 35% damage. That could be really good depending. Early Riser, so plus speed on him for if flame is above 75, that's going to be really good. And Catholian Fearing, so combat start versus swine and versus slime, plus stress. And Deep Sleeper, so if camp ambush, minus 5 speed, and round start if camp ambush, 25% chance to have a vulnerability. And Defiant is amazing, so round start heal 5% health. So I'm going to start with these guys, and we'll just have to see who I get. Because remember, 3 heroes aren't going to be there. I'm really hoping the Runaway isn't going to be a part of the party, or like the selection, but we'll just have to see.
Forward now.
And then I'll make 2 cohesive parties out of who's there. I can get a Stagecoach item or a Trinket. I'm going to take my chances on the Stagecoach item and hope it produces something for me. Increases stacking for relics or baubles by 12. It's not the best, but it's inventory management. I will take it. It might come in handy later down the road. I don't know. I've not run into that problem on Kingdoms as of yet, but never say never. Okay, so we're gonna get him bleeding.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Then we're gonna blight him because he doesn't have the riposte. Since Baldwin is blinded, we're going to use manacles, pulling him and comboing. And then he actually is going to go down to all that, so I'm just going to attack him. And we hit him despite the blind.
On to the next.
Slice off. And chop. And down he goes. Mastery point. In materials. Okay. Got a cache. Let's try our luck. See how good it is.
Abhors waste. Best to take all you can.
Well, apples and cheese, stale bread, that might come in handy later. And time to break the siege. Okay.
These leering aggressors will find neither spoils nor clemency.
So I think I want to take out the tribe caller first because he can up the amount of stacks that they get for the I forget what it's called, but they're berserk or whatever. So he's bleeding for 3. He's got combo on him. Not that I need to hit him for combo, he bleeds out now. No blind on Baldwin, which is great. Gonna manacles, pulling the huntsman. Or not. Slice off. Bleeding. Blighting.
The enemy weakens.
And he goes back. Yeah, enrage, that's what I'm thinking of. Gonna hit the Tribeswalker. Going to... You know what, we're gonna transform. So I can rage and hit the Tribeswalker, who now goes down to Blight. And then we're gonna try to Blight him. 7 damage, he only has 2 health left. So even if Baldwin misses, I can slice off and take him out. And we got a Beastman Flesh. So gain on Blight Resist, add 3 positive tokens. However, add a disease. So that might come in handy depending upon how we use it.
Dilapidated. This inn might still serve honorably.
The Beastmen roam unchallenged. To secure the safety of the kingdom, you must complete the quest and slay the leader of the horde before the day limit runs out. All quest steps are communicated on item descriptions. Read them carefully. Spyglass. We must anticipate the herde's movement. An elevated vantage point would afford us a look at the beast's path. So Renty got a quirk. Coward, so plus meltdown chance, gain 1 hit, chance for stealth on turn start if in rank 1, back by 3. There's a siege up there.
The enemy looks to test our mettle.
So I actually will be heading there anyway, I think. So let's look at our party members. No bounty hunter, first of all. So that's 1 person down. Who else don't we have? Zahar's there, the Crusader's there. No Hellion, youch. And no the Vestal's there. No Occultist again, okay. I can deal with no Occultist. So I think the team I want is gonna be on one side. Let me think about this. So Grave Robber in 1. She's gonna be in rank 4. Probably the Flagellant in 2 in that same one. which would leave Crusader. And then over here, we can do Man-at-Arms, Vestal in the back, or rank 3, I'm not sure yet. Probably the Duelist. And then we have the Runaway left and the Highwayman. Runaway would probably do better in the other team due to the marking. However, no, it'd probably do better in the Man-at-Arms team to give him combo to heal himself. Okay. So let's try to get these parties together somehow. And I'm going to want to walk to the Waif Sacrifice. Okay. So, Diz can come down. Crusader can go there.
Be mindful. Travel on foot is not without risk.
Flagellant can meet them there. Grave Robber can come over here.
Distribute your champions judiciously.
Highwayman. Then you can meet them right there. Vestal is gonna move over here. Then the Runaway is down here with me, who's gonna have to move up. Is that everyone? That looks to be everyone, but I feel like I'm missing someone. Forgot I can pan to people with this. Alright, that is everyone. Alright, and then the one thing I didn't really do last time is the fast travel with the underground access. So I have this one in the lower south unlocked. If I go to any of these others, I can fast travel to them, but I can't fast travel to them until I unlock them, and then I can fast travel back down to the south if need be. So let's go to the Sleeper's Waif, break that siege, get this stuff. I am going to leave this in alone for now, not upgrade anything, just go with what I have. I would love to upgrade some of my skills right now, but we're just gonna
carry you where you must go.
Work with what we got, I think. Let me think here. So I would really love to grab like 2 moves here. Yeah, we'll upgrade a little bit. We're gonna grab the Specialist Instructor so I can unlock skills. I don't think that's too bad of a grab, because I am going to be using this party for a while. So I'm going to grab Beast. No, we're going to grab Encore to use it how I said, because depending upon how this goes, I can Encore Bigby to pull again, knock someone back, all that jazz, or on Baldwin to get a second attack in. And then
mastery.
Flag Grenade. So, Battle Ballad off, Encore on. And then just because my sanity, Plague Grenade in slot 2, Blinding Gas, Battlefield Medicine, and then Incision, because I'll probably never use it. In Kingdoms, we're going to go to the Gibbous Moon.
Undaunted.
Through the Shroud. Let's go. All right.
Propriety floats listless on the tide.
So I do have to go to the Watchtower.
Noxious degradation.
That's our quest. Unfortunately, not doing either of those, because I would love to do those for the extra baubles, relics, and all that jazz. And chance for a trinket. It's not the greatest chance this early on, but it is something. So we get our hand-drawn map that we have to deliver, which I think we're doing right away. So this will progress the quest fairly quickly.
Giving in to madness is easier than holding out against it.
So
Our heroes.
we can get combat items, we can get a stagecoach item for minus relic and plus flame, or we can get in materials, which are fairly valuable this early on. I think we can only get like up to 20, but still. But depending upon the stagecoach item we get, that can be really good. But the other part is I really, really want to upgrade him to Tempest. So I don't want to be spending relics. So let's get the in materials here. No matter what I do, no one's going to be happy.
In crisis,
20.
no gain is insignificant.
That's huge. So it takes 50 just to fully upgrade the defenses. And then for those of you who haven't seen the hand-drawn map, hastily scrawled representation of the view from the watchtower. It must be studied. It is a deliverable item. So I'm gonna go for a path for a little more resistance, so I might get a little more. Now I might get more fatigue out of this, which is unfortunate, but more supplies. So we are going to slice off on the one in row 3, bleeding him. Then gonna Plague Grenade them, blighting them. I was hoping to take him out with Bleed and Blight, but nope.
Unavoidable end.
Because he is not blinded, we're just gonna chop. He's blinded now. We are gonna Manacles the one in row 2, so we can hit him easier. Comboing him. Hopefully moving Para back. Thank you. Let's blight the one in row 2. Nope. If I slice off this one, he probably goes away.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
Going to Manacles the one in row 3, so he comes forward. Chopping the one in row 1 for the combo.
The Leviathan's breath thickens the air.
We are going to go forward. Razor Wit. Blighting. Actually, no, we're gonna Incision, because if we bleed him or critical him, he goes down. Then let's Absolution for the stress. And down he goes.
Greater threats await.
And it's not much, but the in materials are the main reason I wanted that. So now I should be able to fully upgrade this in's defenses to like the biggest, baddest defenders, which will help them, you know, stay alive without me defending them. And anything after this, I can like upgrade my heroes. So I'm gonna go at the cabin boy first if I can. So, Light Grenade, hopefully blighting him. Nope. Taking out Bosun.
Stumbling and stupefied. Steady.
Yikes. That changes my plan a little bit. We're gonna drag the cabin boy forward. And we're going to encore so we can chop. Putting a lot of faith in him. There we go. Alpera's stunned, and we have a daze as well, so that's not great. Pulling for the blind. Oh, lovely. Razor Wit for the combo. Slice off for the guy in back, hopefully taking him out between the bleed and the blight. Gonna take out the guy in row 1. Chop. I was hoping to manacles him, but I guess I can't do that in row 2 or 4. And I can't do anything there, so let's just Absolution to not waste the turn and get stress. Razor Wit.
The past
Mastery point. Or in materials, Clandestine Cape is good, depending upon the character we use it on. In.
However dilapidated, this inn might still serve honorably.
A little bit of fatigue. Turned in the hand-drawn map for the ambulance designation. Coach is authorized to carry medical practitioners and supplies. Seek out field medics and merchants with a surplus of goods and deliver both to a besieged inn.
Hardships,
which is right there if I can do it, but that's probably not going to happen. Then let's see here. Men-at-Arms wants to meet up with the Duelist. Grave Robber wants to come here to meet up with the Highwayman, the Flagellant, and the Crusader. Vestal is going to come this way with the Runaway going
territory
here so she can go up there.
For their safe arrival.
And then eventually I will redistribute everyone as needed. Okay, so in upgrades, I have 60 in materials. The first thing I want to do is, actually, Wainwright, I can just equip this, right?
Mindfulness.
Yeah.
As vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Oh, this one I can upgrade my skills at, so I don't have to waste that. I want to upgrade Chop, because that's a lot more damage. I wanted to upgrade Manacles because pull 2. And then I was thinking I wanted to upgrade Plague Grenade for more Blight. No, let's upgrade Slice Off for the Vuln. And then I can upgrade Inspiring Tune for the Remove Dress. We'll do that next. I want the pull 2. I want the pull 2. But then in upgrades, if I go to Mastery Trainer, I can change a hero's path here, which might be worthwhile. But let's get this upgraded.
Tend the fires, that we may see this battle through.
And I'm going to upgrade this all the way to the Veteran Specialization. That way our Blisters and Fighters are upgraded to Veterans. That way they can, like, defend themselves.
Tail. There can be no tooth.
There's not really anything here I want in the shop. I'm gonna leave that. The best thing here would be the whiskey flasks, or say the boxing gloves. I'm gonna leave the Clandestine Cape for the Grave Robber. And Mastery Trainer, I'm
that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
We're going to upgrade this so I can change the leopard to the Tempest. Change path to Tempest, so less max health, less speed, and Chop gets a lot stronger, which is what I'm going to be using him for. And he'll have more debuff resistance and disease resistance. So now Chop does 8 to 18.
Let us face the coming cruelties undaunted.
And then I was going to go to the Tangle, or through the Tangle to this, and that'll get me 20 more in materials, and I can spend a little more here, maybe hoard it, I'm not sure yet. But the Gibbous Moon is like set with veterans. I don't need to do too much more to this. Come up escalations, I might need to upgrade it, but for now I can basically leave this one alone. So let's set route to here.
Mud and rain, resignation and death. This land is truly barren.
Bearston is meeting up with the duelist there. She's moving there. All right, so I think we're set.
War. Rewards only. Resignation.
So there's the hospital. There's a hoarder. I need to hit both of them. So let's go. Clear path, nothing along the way. I was kind of tempted to fight a Lair boss if we found one along the way, but I didn't see one, which is a little unfortunate. But here's the healers. Field hospital, is there anything to get rid of? Bad digestion, germaphobe, coward would be one to get rid of. Because plus meltdown chance is bad. Because resolute removes fatigue is the thing. So let's get rid of that. And then just so people can read this.
Defined by our shortcomings.
Healers, deliverable, 204, so I need to hit another field hospital. Exhausted but determined, they stand ready to assist where they are needed most. Then I need to head up the left, so I'm going to go to the assistance encounter. Because otherwise I'm not sure these have anything I need. And it's gonna do some damage. So I can repair my armor, I can get more in materials, or I can avoid it. Let's get the in materials for now. So I'm pretty sure I get my light back at the inn. Brings me no joy, but I can scare anything out of anyone. I mean, yes, I'm sure you can, Bigby.
Wealth is worthless without purpose.
I want those in materials, if you can't tell. Now, the hoarder, I'm really not going to have much for him, but he's going to give me stuff I need.
His attention is unfocused, as though he is in two places at once.
Yeah, I would have loved to get the medical equipment. I would have loved... I'm not sure what these rumors do. And I would have loved to get the food barrels because of the resolute chance. Or even the Tinker's Bench, but... yeah. So we got the medical supplies, bandages, ointments, and tinctures. Bulwarks against injury and infection. And of course I can't get any of the good trinkets there. because those are way too expensive. We'll be on our way, and it's a clear road.
The yeomanry fight harder alongside leaders they admire.
All right. So I'm gonna Plague Grenade the back row. There we go. That's 3 on both. I'm going to Manacles, pulling the Tribe Walker here. We are going to Encore and see just how much he can do. A lot. Petals must fall indeed. No blind again. We are going to Blinding Gas the back rows. You missed. Bigby is going to pull the Huntsman here. Huntsman goes bye-bye. Oh, I was hoping. Slice off on Tribe's Walker. Get the bleed on him.
Strength dwindles.
Slice off again. He goes down. I'm gonna pull the Tribe Caller. Blighting the Huntsman. He goes down. And then chop on Caller. Blighting. So I think he takes damage on his turn regardless from that. And then we're going to Absolution for the stress. We're going to slice off for the bleed. And he goes down from that because he still takes damage when he takes no damage from the Berserk. Mastery point. We got an Armory key because that's amazing. If weapon equipped plus 20% damage. If armor equipped plus 20% max health. Relics and baubles are going to be awesome. And Siege broken.
Homespun comforts are still something to cling to.
A little bit of fatigue. Bigby got bad digestion.
Each day brings new obstacles and new opportunities.
Stranded in the tundra, abandoned by the roadside, families and refugees have found themselves without means of travel or egress from afflicted regions after a breakdown in talks between the Regency and Conveyance Guild. We don't drive if we don't get paid, spat Wagon Master Alred as he stormed from the mediation tent to a nearby tavern, plus 100% resistance encounters. There's another siege over there, which is
to test our mettle.
The opposite way I wanted to go. So I wanted to go get the supplies from here because plus 24 relics. This party is up and running. So I really quickly want to just switch in Audrey.
Relief for those taxed
because otherwise I can't
hardships
give
of
her
pain.
this. I want to keep the Armory key for myself on someone else. I don't think I have armor or weapons on anyone yet, but I don't know when I will get that. We'll just put that on Baldwin for now, I suppose. We have 40 for this place.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
So in upgrades, This place has nothing, so if I want to spend, I'd have to upgrade it. We'll look at that in a bit.
A new dawn, a new disaster.
So I'm gonna get this party up and running.
Moving alone in hostile territory. Let us hope for their safe arrival.
We're gonna do this. And now they're good. I don't think I can claim this if I don't go there personally. But I should go to the siege to complete the quest. So I'm probably going to have this group stay here. Actually, what I could do is just have them travel along with me just in case the fatigue or something gets really, really bad. And then switch out. I'm a little leery about switching out because of the flagellant and them not being upgraded. But we can do this.
Distribute your champions judiciously.
And I'll save the mastery point. That way I can upgrade them once I switch them in, I think will be the plan. And we'll go to this camp. Unfortunately, leaving the Rangi Mutt for now and not getting that.
Knowledge.
Going through the sprawl. Actually, the Lair boss is going to be the librarian. I have a plan. So I do want to upgrade this just so I can... I know I only have one mastery point, but I want to unlock a skill for Bigby.
Supply lines and swords. This is how wars are won.
And we're going to get Ichor. Yeah, we're going to get Ichor just because that does a little more... there's more utility in Beast Bile. We'll get Beast Bile. That way, if I do run into the Lair, I can pretty easily fight the Lair boss, I think. And is there anything I want to use here? Visioner.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
We'll be fine. So I'm going to go through the sprawl. Maybe we'll run into the Lair boss. The other party's kind of meeting up with each other. The one party's traveling with me just in case things get really, really bad. And I can probably switch them out.
The great cities of man. Ruined.
Once I get to the other city and break that siege. I'm gonna go to the Hoarder, and then to the Unknown, and then to one of the Unknowns. Ooh, Caltrops. Those will be handy. So I got my last medical supply. I could buy the Sacred Scribblings, which has their use. The Rat Skull is a really good trinket, and the Thrilling Tablet's something I've always been tempted to use in Kingdom, so it's good to know this appears. I gave my possessions to a family for safekeeping, so is this an assistance encounter rumor? I am so tempted to get this. I'm gonna get it. I don't think it's a good idea, but I gave my possessions to a family for safekeeping. And then we're gonna go to the Unknown, and then to the Unknown. And it's a assistance encounter. So I might be getting this done already if it's what I think it is. The Desperate Few. I'm not too proud for the plow. Let us aid them, and I'll get 1 food and 30 flame, or minus 25 flame, and my flame's not doing too well. So 2 slime mold. Take all. It was not that. Or at least not that assistance encounter. Or I can't do it quite yet. Time Worn Volumes. Or maybe I need to get more of the rumors. I don't know. But those rumors bug me. It's like, I want to know what they do, you know? They're expensive, though. So I can get some books or a quirk. I'm going to get the books. Just knowing that I might get something handy. So the Tundra and the Sprawl Almanac, so plus 2 speed, plus 15% damage, and plus stress resistance in here, poetry, and Songbook of Rousing Tunes, so minus 1 stress and plus 3 speed for 3 regions. So I just gotta equip them, which I don't think I can do until I'm in town.
Safe, but uncivilized.
Xanthophobic, so if HP below 25%, minus 25% debuff resistance and chance to be dazed. On ally death, plus 10 stress, so chains for meltdown. And then Para got vigilance, so combat route scouting. Of course, everyone's a little fatigued. We will be going over there, of course.
Who numbers among the fallen?
This party is fully done. Slay the Churgeon over there. I wonder if I can get this party to do that. So let's... Oh, I can't even like switch where they are. Oh no, because they would have to go through the region. But let's move them up a bit so that they can go
Distribute your champions judiciously.
to a area more easily. I want them in a more mobile area.
Adapt and reposition.
They're gonna keep moving along with me. In the kingdom here, or back here. I am going to equip this. We have the pipeweed for the stress, so let's use this on you. And Sarmenti to try to get the unfriendly dealt with. Also the poetry. Sounds like my cat's bell. So let's get that neutral up. And then Songbook of Rousing Tunes for the speed for 3 regions. This is a deliverable. Maybe it's in one of the towns.
Hardships be damned. The day is upon us.
And then we'll go to Miller House, which will unlock the Stagecoach network, so I can go back to the Sleeper's Dream at least. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Break the siege.
The tainted crop continues to spread its tendrils of rot and pestilence.
Alright, let's see how good or bad these are.
Tried and
Alright.
a bomb
And that's
to be
good.
counted on.
So Slice Off gives Para dodge plus. Noxious Blast gives Sarmenti strength token, that's good. Reflection gives Para dodge plus. Battlefield Medicine gives Baldwin strength token. Through the Fautier we go.
The rancid crop grows unchecked and abhorrent.
Now here's the thing.
To heal, you have chosen wisely.
I'm not sure this group is going to do well against the Harvest Child. But I got the 2 healers. Not that I can do anything there, and not that I can really do anything here. However, that being said, anything to remove debuff. I can remove blinds if I need to, but not debuff. Okay. I have 53 debuff resist on him. And that's about it. Hera also doesn't have piercing unless comboed. This is gonna be and is under siege too. I don't think this is a smart choice, but we're gonna do it. Ooh. Alright, let's see what's here. Alright, lighting the back row. He's blinded, so I need to set something up here. But we can maybe slice off on the mongrel, get him bleeding. Nope. Going to manacles the crack shot, drag him in, and he goes down to blight, so I don't need to worry about him. Just gonna take a shot at the mongrel. Alright.
Early results are encouraging.
Then going to combo the hatchetman. I can heal Baldwin. We're gonna do that.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
I'm gonna pull the fire mouth, and hatchetman goes bye-bye.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Let's see about this. Got a little travel heal, so should be almost full health for the Lair. And as long as we don't get the Lord or something like that, I think we should be okay.
Do you hear the child's cries?
Alright, so which is going to be the one I want to take out first? Probably the lady? Yeah. Then, because no blind encore, let's hit the livestock first, take it out. Got the blind, we'll go at the lady next. Let's blinding gas the back. Some help that did.
And apply it judiciously.
Take out the lady. Try to blight the livestock. Oh, still did some damage.
Agony by accumulation.
I'd only do 4 to 6. Let's pull the livestock. Chop on lady. Inspiring tune for stress, getting that down. Blight piercing on livestock.
Messy, but effective.
Slice off on maid. Absolution for stress. gonna heal on Sermenti given the chance. Get rid of corpse. And I suppose she goes down no matter what. So we're not going to heal Sermenti.
A petty hindrance.
Right, advancing. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Taking out livestock. Blinding the Lord. Well, let's just take out one of the livestocks. Less damage incoming.
Are encouraging.
Take the chance on a hit. Another one down. Pulling the Lord, comboing. Slice off for the bull and all that jazz. Still, let's see here. Let's heal while we have the chance.
Help impeccably timed.
Going to reflection for the blind. Thankfully that gets rid of the corpse, even if it heals him. Let's do incision because it does more damage. Also bleeds him. Slice off for the vuln.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Just gonna absolution for the heal and the stress. All stunned now. And chop.
Excellent work.
Nothing for him to eat. Razor or slice off. Then let's heal so no blight. Chop again.
Mistimed.
I tried.
Misdirected.
Can't absolution, so we're just gonna move. And incision to fission. Finish him off.
The unrelenting
Alright, so there is
yields
very good
morbid
stuff
gains.
here. I'm just really not sure about taking out the Harvest Child. What's life without gambling? This is a bad decision.
The harvest is
Okay.
here. Pity those with a place at the table.
So if they move, it's not the biggest deal. We're gonna crow feet to try to bleed them. That missed. And then I am going to try to blind the Harvest Child so he doesn't hit us really hard. Also combos him. We're then gonna manacles to try to pull him in forward for Baldwin. And then we're gonna encore Baldwin so he can double hit. So I'm really relying on him here. Oh, it didn't happen fast enough. Let's reflection for the removing blind. Gonna crow feet again for the bleed. Noxious blast trying to blight him. Actually, how bad is that? Yeah. Got the blight. Once again, if they move, it's not the biggest deal. That's what I didn't want to have happen. But Baldwin can still hit. Not hitting as hard as I would like, but will deal. Slice off with Vuln. Bigby can heal and de-stress. Hera can heal and get the bleed off.
A little help impeccably timed.
Slice off with the Vuln and bleed again.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
And you, my friend, can just move forward for now. I know that's a little bit of a waste, but it is what it is. I was expecting the Harvest Child to actually do some stuff. Okay, how's this gonna roll? Well, then we can feed the child again. Get Vuln on, no Vuln, okay. Battlefield, so you don't drop in health too much. Really need Baldwin to go before him before he goes back. Unfortunate. I guess we're gonna Slumity for the health.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Absolution for the heal. You move forward, but then you can bait to black to move back. He moves forward, but then, or she moves forward, but then I suppose we can incision for the bleed. And then Harvest Child is gonna move forward. Aw, but they got Baldwin with debuff. Moving the Harvest Child. Armor break. Slice off, bleeding, execution. Awesome. Got him. One layer down. Didn't think that would work that well. I mean,
Down these
it was actually kind of
nightmares.
close, but we got a lot of good stuff because of how our team works. Hera can get the galvanizing goblet for +1 blight damage dealt. And then Sarmenti is actually going to get... Actually, this is a weapon and it's noxious, so plus 20% damage dealt on Baldwin. And then if he crits, heal for 2. And then on turn end, we have this for Sarmenti. So, chance to get speed token. And then Laudanum there to get rid of stress.
An elementary problem.
I have all the hoarder stuff, yeah. So let's go to these. Yeah, we can take the wheel hit there.
Chaos must be.
So then we'll get a little more supplies.
Resolved.
And then we'll break the siege. So yes, we're doing the fight. We can blight them, we're gonna do a lot more. So let's pull the lady first, just because she can do a lot of stress damage. Slice off on the butcher. just for the Volans. Light both of them if I can, which is a no. And then we'll finish off the lady with chop. Or not. So then move back. I guess we're gonna Solemnity with... Oh, don't have to, never mind. Chop. Manacles the maid. Encore Baldwin, so he gets the chop. Like so. Healing Baldwin.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Chop on Butcher. We're gonna heal once his turn rolls around. Actually, we'll just do this, just so the bleed doesn't take him out.
Trust.
Pulling the Butcher.
Well done.
Taking out one of them.
Take heart and do not relent.
Slice off on the other one, just to bleed it, vuln it. And then we can slice off again. Then we get a little bit of travel heal to the next one.
Continues.
In this
Mastery
world,
point,
wealth is
minor anchoring charm,
purpose.
and materials. Alright. And then next thing is in Under Siege. I think we get one more heal. It'll be nice because, you know, Bigby's not looking great. Nope, okay. But, you know, we can deal. I think there's only going to be 3 of them. Oh, there is 4.
The yeomanry fight harder alongside leaders
That
they
being
admire.
said, let's do Slice Off on the Huntsman because he can do some nasty ranged attacks. We're gonna try grenade blighting them. They both resisted. Manacles him, he goes down to bleed. So then I can Solemnity on Baldwin to heal him because he's not looking great. Okay. Then let's do the same here. Slice off on a Huntsman. Got the Vuln. They all got strength, and they're pretty close to that in rage. And blinding gas the back. The blind only got one of them. Bigby can manacles this one. One down. Hopefully taking this one out.
A
We
resounding
got
applause.
Tribe Caller and Tribe Walker left. I'm gonna heal Baldwin just because they have a little bit of resistance here. I'm going to hit this one just so that the riposte goes off with the strength so that his AoE attack isn't as strong. And Baldwin, chop. And he heals a bit. Or no, he didn't heal a bit from that. He needed to crit from that. Alright, so we're going to Ladonum for the stress. And Inspiring Tune for the stress. then can manacles you, bringing him in closer. Here I can heal, which gives us our strength. We have a combo to hit him, bypassing the blind. And there goes most of his health.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
We are going to Absolution for the heal and the stress. We are going to heal, just because that kind of carries over. We are going to use one of... we're not going to use that. Razor Whip, finishing him off. Siege broken.
A righteous action.
Mastery point again. Tribe Colors Bell, that's new. Target gets 1 stress but 2 strength tokens, and whoever uses it get 2 block tokens. So I could use this on the same person, I think, and get the 2 strength tokens and 3 block tokens, but 2 stress. Interesting combo there.
Humbled by
And a lot more stress.
This ramshackle
We got the Child's Plea, which is the next thing in the quest line. A weeping child tells of her missing father, abducted by the huntsman at the nearby field hospital. So I need to go to another field hospital. I can equip all this stuff I have. The Wild Hunt. Bonus loot at creature dens, plus 100% creature den scouting, and plus 100% creature dens. Forerunner Horror continued her pleas that survivors not seek out the remains of loved ones devoured by creatures on the roads. However precious the mementos, the threat is simply too high. Scouts have marked paths near all known game trails so that they might be safely avoided. Of course, this has would-be treasure hunters salivating. There is another siege down here.
Adversaries grow bold.
So I'm probably going to avoid that. Because what my plan is probably gonna be is I'm going to switch in these heroes. Then that gives these guys a chance to recover from fatigue, because like Bigby's at 40%, Sarmanti's at 25, Pear's at 20. I can use the 4 mastery points I have to get these guys the skills I want, so death, if she comes, is not as scary. They can rest a bit while I go and do whatever. Like, I can probably go to this camp, then come back, and they'll almost be fine. I can have this party probably actually go and do this in, I'm assuming. Or I can just keep going and have these guys meet up with me wherever. Maybe do a swift horse or whatever, because that's not too much fatigue while they rest up for like probably 2 or 3 days, because Bigby's not in great position. And go from there, because I have a lot of materials. I'm probably going to build this up to veteran specialization. Then I can equip my trophy, and I'm going to unlock some hero skills, so that's going to be some of the trophies or in materials as well. But once again, I'm not going to do that just because probably going to get reverted when I end the episode and close out of the game, and I'm going to have to redo most of it. And then I'm going to show the failed Lair attempt, because that was actually kind of interesting, or I was not expecting this thing to be a Lair boss. So have fun watching this failed attempt. And there's some really cool rewards that I was not expecting to be Lair rewards, so I'm looking forward to maybe finding those in this game, in this attempt, and we'll see maybe what comes of that. Silent treatment, which I don't have the stained trinket, but that's great for the grave robber. Snap judgment is amazing, and then perpetual lethargy. If turns start less than 0 speed, greater block, or block plus, when passing, reset skill uses, -2 speed for the entire battle. So that could be good for Solemnity. Oh!
Push this half-made horror back into the void.
Page black. Resist that. Manacles. He's comboed for the blind. We are going to... We can do this. Lighting him. Chop. There's that crit. Thank you. Thank you, Baldwin. Stop that. I'm just gonna go for it because somebody ain't gonna heal. I suppose I could do like withstand or reflection to remove the blind, but I'm just gonna go for it. Then combo on him. And we're set up enough that I can do what I need to do here. But this may hurt. So what I'm going to do is Noxious Blast. We're going to get the Riposte. Oh, that's bad. Encore so she can heal.
Self-reliance is
I was going to do something else, but no.
thing.
Manacles for the combo. Healing. Chop. Razor Whip for the combo. Blighting. Pulling and comboing.
Agony by accumulation.
Slice off for the bleed. Come on, come on. Nope. Chop. I was really hoping for a crit there.
Once again, teetering on that terrible precipice.
I don't think I can heal him except for with himself either. Fade to black for the blind. Nope. Screw it. Transform. Rage. And there goes Baldy.
He was mourned years ago. Now he is simply gone.
Lighting. Rage. Lighting. Come on. I've not landed this once, but let's get Sarmenti out of range for the fall. We got the blind. Rage. That's gonna heal him, but we might be able to out-damage him. Encore.
Incremental, but deadly.
Rage. Armor break. Come on, Bigsby. Nope. Okay. Do you revert? You revert. Heal thyself. Ah, he got another one of these things. Light, get rid of the riposte. And there goes Sermenti.
The minstrel takes his final bow.
Manacles.
Fight through the fatigue.
Might as well try to blight. Oh man, he is healing for more than I can do now. I can't run away. I can't transform either.
Darkness encroaches, inexorable.
Come on, Para. We got this. Yeah, that's that. That'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.